Everything created in life by God has a purpose. Marriage is one of them. Today, under Relationship Rehab, I'll be talking to you about the purpose of marriage. A lot of people are in marriage today, but they don't know the purpose of the marriage. Some of them enter marriage because their parents told them it's time to get married. Some enter the marriage because of different things. They don't even understand what's the purpose of marriage. And we're going to look at these one by one. Stay tuned. I'll be back.
Are you in a relationship or planning to get into one? And you want to know how to do it right? The syllabus has changed. Singles Checklist by Dr. Amos Fenwa is an eye-opening book that tells you all you need to know before getting hooked. How to identify the right one for you. Do's and don'ts, love languages, and many more. Now you have it! A checklist for the perfect guy or girl. To purchase a copy of Singles Checklist, visit www.amosfenwaministry.org.
The first purpose of marriage we are going to be looking at today is companionship. People get married without knowing that the purpose of marriage is to have a companion. Somebody you can share your time, somebody you can share your joy moments and your low moments. As long as you live in this world, there will be time when you feel like you need to talk to somebody. And that is why the best person you can talk to is the person you are married to. Because you are one. You stay together, you understand each other, you live together. That is what they call companionship. Do you know the problem in African nation, where I come from, is that people don't see marriage as for companion. I mean, a lot of people get married because they want to have children. That's why sometimes when I look at the Western culture about marriage, you see two people. I remember the first time I went to South Africa. I saw this old man and old woman. They were holding each other's hands. They are so old. They see themselves as one. That is companionship. You need to understand, if you are single watching me right now, as you are trying to plan and plot the journey of your marriage, I want you to see your partner as your companion. Somebody you can share your time, your life, your moments, whether good or bad, together with. That is the first purpose of marriage. Now, the second purpose of marriage is for enjoyment. When you are married, you have somebody who you can enjoy together. For example, sometimes we go to work and you are tired. Maybe your spouse came from work before you came. The person can actually prepare food for you. Sometimes when we are sick, we need somebody to look after us. That is enjoyment in marriage. You need to understand this is the purpose by which marriage is being created.
Enjoying your marriage is key for a blissful home and marital success. In order to make this work, How to Enjoy Your Marriage and Not Endure It by Dr. Amos Fenwa is a book that opens you to possibilities of marital bliss. Find out how to understand your spouse, intimacy in marriage, expectations from your spouse, and lots more. This book will teach you how to love each other deeply because love covers a multitude of sin. To purchase a copy, visit www.amosfenwaministry.org or call the numbers on your screen.
Number 3, protection. To protect each other. Let me say this to you. When you look at the statistics of people that are dying before their time, single has the largest percentage. Why? Now, when I'm single, when I'm driving, I can be driving recklessly. Especially in a country where people are not checked when they are driving. Now, we are driving some country. There are checks everywhere that you can't go beyond 60 kilometers per hour, 80 kilometers per hour. But when a single person is driving, you're driving recklessly. But a married person knows that my children are at home, my wife is expecting me somewhere. Sometimes this affects them and they can be protected. Not only that, when you sleep on a bed with your partner, not only that you will enjoy the companionship, not only that you will enjoy having even sex together, you can also be a protection. For example, maybe you fall sick in the midnight. There's somebody you can call at that time that can help you. I was coaching a couple some years back. Why? The couple, they were living together. They have only one car. And the wife never knew how to drive. And I said, Madam, why can't you know how to drive? Madam told me that I have not learned. I said, go and learn how to drive. Because you know one day, maybe your spouse have emergency in the midnight, you can enter the car and carry the man to the hospital. We have seen people that die alone inside the house because they are alone. Companionship, enjoyment, protection.
Are you in a relationship or planning to get into one? And you want to know how to do it right? The syllabus has changed. Singles Checklist by Dr. Amos Fenwa is an eye-opening book that tells you all you need to know before getting hooked. How to identify the right one for you. Do's and don'ts, love languages, and many more. Now you have it! A checklist for the perfect guy or girl. To purchase a copy of Singles Checklist, visit www.amosfenwaministry.org.
Number 4 point, which is completeness. What does that mean? When you are in a relationship and you are married with somebody, the person is sent to complete you. You know, there are two kinds of people in the world. There are talkers and there are thinkers. Now, some people can think, but they cannot talk. That's why when you see some people go to a place, it's a wife that will be the spokesman of the family. Sometimes a wife that is quiet. That's why that person is sent to your life to complete you. That is why, the reason why we call it marriage, because something need to be completed. So we join them together. That's what we call marriage. So marriage is to complete you. Anything that is wrong, the way it's designed, that anything that is your strength become the weakness of your partner. Anything that is the weakness of your partner become your strength. So marriage is for completeness. I have a temperament. One of my temperament is what they call sanguine. One of the signs of sanguine is that they can forget things easily. A sanguine will be holding the key of a car and he'll be asking, where is the key of my car? A sanguine will go to a place and he will drop the phone and will forget it. Now, some people say that people that are like that, they are very focused because where they are going is where they are going. But I don't believe it. I believe it's a weakness. You need somebody to complete you. Lastly, the purpose of marriage is for fruitfulness. When a man and a woman, when they are married to each other and they begin to have sex together, children can be born and they become fruitful. God created only 2 people. But the population of the world today is about 7.6 billion people because people become fruitful. As you are watching me today and you are planning, maybe you are single, planning to get married, these are the 5 points. I hope you have learned something today from this telecast. We have been looking at the purpose of marriage. We've talked about 5 purposes today: companionship, enjoyment, completeness, fruitfulness, and protection. I believe you have learned something. If you want to get back to me, you want to send your comments, you have some question that is bothering you about relationship, some address and some email will be rolling on the screen right now. Use some of them to get back to me, and I will reply you in due course. Until I come your way, bye.
Enjoying your marriage is key for a blissful home and marital success. In order to make this work, How to Enjoy Your Marriage and Not Endure It by Dr. Amos Fenwa is a book that opens you to possibilities of marital bliss. Find out how to understand your spouse, intimacy in marriage, expectations from your spouse, and lots more. This book will teach you how to love each other deeply because love covers a multitude of sin. To purchase a copy, visit www.amosfenwaministry.org or call the numbers on your screen.